Alright, we're just getting things set up here. Sure everything's working. There. How's everybody doing tonight? What are you guys up to? That's new. Like a background on my TikTok page. Alright, we can see comments. I can see myself. So, those of you unaware of what's going on, I am working on a Chainmail balloon dog. Try Havoc and release the Chainmail balloon dogs of war. Alright, let's get you guys the overhead. There we go. So as of right now, it's kind of ragdolly, but I can get it to stand up on its own. We got to add the ears and the nose, right? And we'll see if we can't get to a point where it sits on its own. That would be awesome. I have faith in myself. I believe in myself that this can be done. So the first portion of tonight's content is the most fascinating. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. I need to. Sure. I don't need to. I've already made some. Little sections of Byzantine. Here's this. Don't need much, just enough. We did finish the giant jelly cube. It's down the street around the corner from my desk here. Big Rich, how you doing tonight? It is complete. It weighs like 30 pounds. It's got 44,000 rings in it or something. All right. Going to need 3 of these. Oh, I didn't even do it on the right one. Sorry. I'm a special boy. First mistake of the stream. Usually, I make a bunch of mistakes during stream and then go back the next day and correct them. I don't typically correct them on stream. I don't know why. Nothing wrong with correcting them on stream. I just don't want to spend a lot of time revising stuff I'm working on. Just rode your bike from South Carolina to Houston, Texas. Woo, buddy. That's a ride. Yes, relax in a hotel. Rest up. Oh, uh-oh. It almost fell over. Little touch. It's not very stable. That's okay. I'm okay with this not being stable. If I can get it to stand up on its own at all, I will feel accomplished. The longest motorcycle, nobody asked, but the longest motorcycle ride I've done is from Wisconsin to Kenosha, Wisconsin to Colorado Springs. I don't remember how many miles it is, but it took me 2 days. It was a good ride. That was a couple years ago. Okay. I will need 3. Okay. Where are you riding? Got like a BMW or a Harley or something comfortable? Okay. Now you left Wednesday at 11 and got there about 3. There you go. Okay, we have our little pieces that we need. Now, the next part. Close these up and then fill them up. Astrid, how you doing? Are you ready for your Ren Fair to get started? I think it's a fun idea. Okay, so I had these little strands of Byzantine here. I added some 1/4-inch rings. That's what I'm using to hold them inside these pouches. Right? Like, it's not one long Byzantine chain going through everything. The short section of Byzantine being held in place by the fact that the 1/4-inch rings can't slide through the 16-gauge ring I have at the top there. A kind of capture of sorts. Love seeing it come together. I'm loving seeing it come together because I'm ready for this project to be done. I'm tired. I want it to work. You know? I want it to work, and I won't make another balloon dog this way. I will make other balloon dogs. And that's a whole other project in and of itself. This is fairly robust, but like, it's not a kid's toy, so if I'm gonna make one for sale, I want it to be nigh on, you know, not easily breakable. Whereas this is not made for being messed with. You got fair in the morning, so you're stress packing. Right on. Congratulations. Good luck with the start of fair. Alright, what I just threw in here was about 1,000 stainless steel ball bearings. Each, I've gone through, this is number 14. So we have 14,000 ball bearings used up so far. We got 6,000 left. Caltriona. Thank you. I can't wait to see it done either. I'm hoping that we get to see it done tonight. We'll see how it goes. I'm not doing this safely. What am I doing? Okay, if you're gonna pour ball bearings into a pouch like this, don't be reckless. Use a container. Safety first. Because the last thing I want to do is pick up thousands of ball bearings off of my desk. That's like nearly the perfect amount. Probably too many. Some of those are going to fall out. I can tell right now. That's okay. That's why we have the container. Alright. So, a couple of these little rings here. What happened to my music? These are, what size rings am I using? 19 standard wire gauge, 19 1/28 of an inch. For like all the E4-in-1. For some of the connecting pieces, I've got 19 gauge 5/32, 16 gauge 5/16, and 18 gauge 1/4 inch rings that I've used for some of the different sizes. To get it all to work together. Going to attempt to close this up. Oh, wow, that was like the wrong decision right there. But no, really, what happened to my music? I pay for this service to work. There we go. This is all stainless steel. The ball bearings are stainless steel. The rings are stainless steel. This was not cheap to buy supplies for, or, you know, for the rings or the ball bearings. But, you know, if you're going to do something like this, I wouldn't want to spend all the time and effort to make something like this and have used the wrong material, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't fall over. I suppose it doesn't matter if this thing falls over. This is what the corgi does. It just lays out flat. He sploots. Alright, sorry if you can't see much while this is in the container. I don't want to spill these ball bearings everywhere. I hope you can understand. Alright. It's about 100 square inches of, or no, not 100, 75 square inches of material. Each square inch took about 30 to 45 minutes. And then putting it all together at this point has taken longer than, well, no, that's not true. Putting it all together at this point has almost taken longer than weaving all the sections, but not quite. I'd be a liar if I said that was true, but it's almost true. Come on, stop jumping out of there. One. All right, there's one little section to close off. That's when we take what we have in this container. Sorry, I'm trying to like keep some semblance of organization. Is this the first stuffy I've made? Yes. The first one I've ever done. First one I've ever attempted, even. I mean, I have a hacky sack kind of deal somewhere. It's over on my window ledge, my windowsill, the space in front of the window. Like all my stuff. I don't have a shelf. I need a shelf. I need 2 displays, one for my pine cone and one for my wireframe cube. And then everything else needs to go on a shelf. Then I'm going to put wood paneling all over the window ledge and around the windows and blinds and everything, but this will... I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just keep this on my desk here and pull it out during stream. Might put googly eyes on it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. No, this is just for fun. This is just to make stuff to stream. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been trying to stream for like 5 years now. And starting to figure out why I'm not getting far with my streamings, because my upload speed was nil. It was nothing. So recently been testing a lot of like how to make it work and everything. Like I have a Wi-Fi extender down here, but that's not getting me the speed I need to stream adequately. So now it's just I'm waiting on a Linksys tower that I ordered. Actually, so before I had this light behind me, and the blue lights on the ceiling above, I had a projector I was going to try and use, and it was not bright enough to be picked up by my cameras. So I returned it, and that return hit today, and it was like $25 less than the Wi-Fi towers that I needed to buy. And so like once I saw that credit on Amazon, I was like, perfect. I don't need to spend that much money, and I can afford quick shipping. Breaking up a bit, but you're still good now. Yeah, hopefully that will go away and I'll get some really clear internet coming through. The problem is I am in the very far corner of my basement, far away from the router. There's a fiber cable out in front of my house that I've been waiting to get access to for November will be a year. Don't do that. The neighbors across the street. Okay, so they put in the fiber lines on both sides of the street at the same time. And the neighbors across the street just got their fiber installed. And I can see the line where they dug to put the line in, like where the dead grass is, straight up to their house. And it, like, I just give that, dead grass patch. I just stare at it angrily every time I'm out in front of my house. Giving you a problem to go live, and I don't know what the heck I do. You could do mail, but I'd be boring. Hey, you know what? I'm not endlessly fascinating or anything, and it's fun. So I continue to do it. The goal is, a lot of times what happens is people pop in here and they'll be like, holy crap, what are you making? And then next thing you know, they're ordering kits and rings and getting started themselves. So I try to facilitate that shift from not having any idea what chainmail is to picking up a pair of pliers and spending some time, you know, weaving some rings. I think it's a good hobby for, you know, basic stuff's real easy to pick up. It takes a while to get good. It takes a little longer to attempt projects I've been making, but nothing I do is overly complex. It's just, you know, I'll have projects that have 40,000 rings in them. So projects that take me more than a day, for sure. Which takes a while to work up to. It took me a really long time to learn how to get through the grind of weaving several thousand rings. You're working on a 16 gauge square wire wallet chain now, and it's taking forever. Yeah. Right on. I need to punch a hole in my wallet so I can wear my wallet chain. Like because my bike's been in the shop so much this year, I haven't done much riding, and I went to go ride last weekend. I'm gonna go on another ride this weekend, and I don't have a wallet chain. And if you've got your saddlebags covered in chainmail and your toolkit covered in chainmail, and you're wearing chainmail bracelets and a necklace and a motorcycle vest covered in chainmail, like, you'd think you'd have a wallet chain to go along with that aesthetic, right? But no, I don't, for some reason. I don't have a wallet chain. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't punched a hole in my wallet. I have all of the tools to do that. Okay. Moving up to 14 gauge because you need the stronger chains, and bikes are brutal on mail. Yeah, they can be. They can be. Especially, like, I've only ever had to fix one wallet chain, and that's because my friend who I gave it to went down, and it got dragged along the road. So everything else has been fine, as far as I know. But it's not like I'm calling people and checking up on them and being like, yo, is your wallet chain okay? Has it survived the 10 years since I made it for you? You know what I mean? Like, that just feels weird. Okay, I'm gonna throw this up. Do I have a photo of the saddlebags and the toolkit and my motorcycle vest? Somewhere. I mean, you can go to my videos, go to my profile, and find the saddlebags. They're somewhere on my timeline. I don't know exactly where. A motorcycle vest. There might be a video of it on TikTok. Definitely on my Facebook page. Somewhere. Like, I don't know where. I would point you to Instagram, but I just had my Instagram account hacked earlier this year, late last year. So I had to start a whole new Instagram page, which was a pain. My motorcycle vest is down here. It's right behind me on one of my shirt stands. Easier to keep it down here out of the way, where it's clean instead of in the garage. On your friends on Facebook also, you have it there? Yeah, okay. Oh, so I, like, actually know you. Okay. Cool. It's rare that I stumble across a chainmail artist I don't know on, you know, some platform, one platform or another. And it, you know, just because I've been... Oh, you're in the Chainmail group? There you go. I gotcha. Yeah, it's... I'm 97% certain I've posted all of that in the big Chainmail group over on Facebook. So, and right now I'm working on a gas tank cover. Like, I've got the leather portion almost done. I've got the chainmail, like, it's all connected and ready to go. It's just got to be, like, patterned out. Oh, I appreciate it. Much appreciated. So, and I don't know if I have enough blackened stainless steel to finish it, but I will figure that out as time goes on. Alright, going to fill this up as much as possible. Not want to stay open. Fine. Okay, that's better. Because gravity. Yeah, much appreciated. I try to follow and support as many people as I can, but what I run into is I run out of time between work and family and school, and even during the summer, like outside mowing the lawn, I have no time. So, you know, whenever I'm doom scrolling, if someone's making chainmail, try to pop in, say hi. But I don't think that's happened in a while. Okay, so we've got the 2 ears near completion. Got to do the face and then figure out how to get it all connected so that it stands up on its own, right? Even if it's just like barely balanced, okay? I'm not concerned about it being rock steady. Isn't that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character? Rocksteady and Bebop? Is it Rocksteady? I should know that. You hear all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters. Shredder, Splinter, April, Casey. What's the brain and the body guy called? Doesn't matter. It's really not important, but if you know. I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sheets when I was a kid. And they were like the only pair of... No. I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sheets growing up, and the California Raisins sheets and sleeping bag. So those were like the only... I think I had some Super Mario pajamas growing up too. Right? But all the rest of my bed sheets as a kid were just like regular plain sheets. I don't think my kid has a set of regular plain sheets. You haven't heard the Raisins in a long time? I only remember them because I had a purple sleeping bag with giant raisins on it. Like, my son's got Minecraft, and he's got a Super Mario one, and got a dinosaur one, and who knows what other franchises we purchased over the years. I have no idea. All right. You had Rainbow Bright. Nice. You had New Kids on the Block. NKOTB. Nice. All right. Little Lassie, how you doing tonight? Two old boys are begging to get into Minecraft. I enjoy the game. I don't have the time to sit and play video games, so my son is much faster and better at it than I am. And then I enjoyed the movie. I'm not the world's biggest Jack Black fan. In fact, I don't like him very much, or things he's in. But his character in Minecraft was like Jack Black just playing himself, and it fit, so it was okay. You know, like, it made sense. So I enjoyed the movie. There was a lot of actually, like, I laughed the entire way through the movies. It's fun. It's just, you know, it's just like any other game, right? Like, you gotta monitor who they're interacting with online. So we didn't let our son online for a long time. Then he was playing with his cousin at first and some of his cousin friends, and now he plays with some of his classmates, and it's all people we know. Oh, okay. One feels a little light. I think I might have been able to get more in there. I guess we'll never know. Okay. The ears are done. Whoa, whoa, wow. I almost spilled this whole container. Oh my god. Okay. We're alright. We're gonna be okay. Wanted to move this out of the way. Put a lid on this. There. Okay. How's that look? Think we can get that to balance some way? I don't know. That's pretty hefty. Even if it sits like that, I don't know. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay. Ears are done. I need one more of these. You're doing good? That's good to hear. So, I wanted to make it so that I didn't need any kind of wireframe. Like, that's kind of the personal challenge. I was like, all right, if I make one, let me do it without unnecessary pieces inside of it. And this was not the initial pattern. The initial pattern was a crochet pattern I stumbled across online. And I was going for that at first. I started just kind of getting a feel for what I was working with and realized that it wasn't going to work. So with the crochet pattern, it wouldn't have been able to fold up on itself, because these are not yarn, they're not going to squish through to fold it up, right? Like I can't get another one of these through here, right, when it's all put together. So does that make sense? I'm going to do this. So the goal now is to make it as close to the initial crochet pattern that I started with, and then from there make it work somehow without a wireframe. I don't begrudge anyone who uses the wireframe. I've seen people make some really cool stuff. Just not really my thing. All right. Get the face put together. Alright, I had 20 of these containers with approximately 1,000 ball bearings in it a piece. I have these 3 left. So when I mathed out in my head how many I would need, I was almost close. I only spent like $40 more on ball bearings than I needed to. We'll see. I could probably return them. I don't know. Has it been 30 days since they've showed up? I don't know. But I'm just going to use them on another project. Still a little glitchy over here, but not as bad as last night. Well, the Linksys Wi-Fi towers are they're ordered. They're on the way. Okay, we're going to get rid of the Wi-Fi extender and hopefully just like have this corner of my basement just glowing with Wi-Fi. That's good enough. Not a big fan of this song. Can you guys... Okay, that's a question. Can you guys hear music on TikTok? You're right by a speaker. I have the speaker turned around, but the music's going digitally through the PC onto Twitch, X, YouTube, and Facebook. So, what size are the bearings? They're 1/8 of an inch bearings from Zeiss Steel. I started working on this and I thought 3,000 1/8 of an inch bearings should be enough. And then I got them and realized that they are this big. Right? Focus? No? That's about, how many, 500 maybe? I don't know. I didn't count. I could be shortchanged a ton. I have no idea. But, okay, not really. You can't really hear the music. I turned it up a little bit. There's a speaker behind the phone. I can mess with volume and so on, because everyone else is listening to music. Gotta be really careful. I don't want this to spill. Well, if you have extras, you can make some capture beat stuff. Yeah. TikTok's getting weird about music and lives. Well, this is all, what's the word? Uncopyrighted music that I should be able to play across any platform. Right? That's not the case. I've gotten strikes on Facebook and YouTube for this music and then had to appeal. And then some stuff didn't get appealed and it got taken down, but whatever. But it's supposed to be copyright free and whatnot, and as if TikTok becomes, you know, American owned or whatever's going on with it, yeah, they'll probably really bring the hammer down on playing copyrighted music and whatnot. Which, hey, you know what? It is what it is. You got to adapt to a changing environment and find a way around it. Alright. So I can do bead captures. What I'll probably do, because I don't know. I wonder, do these fit in here? Oh, they would, but they're like really small. I don't know if they'd do any good. They just add weight. Right? See how? Put a few more in there, see what. I can give you a good idea of what this looks like. Can you even see them in there? No, they're tiny. Right? You can kind of see them on the overhead. Just dump them in here. That is a jelly cube. This is, I've got to order some more rings for this one because I ran out. It's just a bright aluminum jelly cube. So I've got a much larger one around the corner at the bar that I leave for visitors to. It's like, you know, it's a fidget toy and it's there for people to drink and play with. Okay. Now, let's fill this up some more. There's an argument to be had to not make these as full as I have been, so that the pieces kind of collapse into each other and give each other support. I thought about trying that, but I had already filled several of them with as many ball bearings as I could. I was like, I wasn't about to undo that work, you know? Maybe next time. Those things are insane. Maybe when you start to cut your own rings, you'll attempt. Well, I've got one, oh, is it 16,000 rings? And then I've got one that's 44,000 rings. I want to make another one. I want to make a 20 row one. Forget how many thousands of rings that is. It's some ungodly number. But I have the start. I've got this stainless steel one, right? That I started. I need to order more rings for, and then I've got this one that I just had in my hand. So Like, they're fun. They take a long time, but that was a good lesson on learning. It's a character building thing, right? Like, you're learning how to grind through an arduous project, right? Like, some of this Balloon Dog has been arduous, but you know, I'm at the point now where I'm doing a lot of problem solving, and you know, trying different things to get it to work, and it's really not that bad. So I'm pretty okay with this project right now, and it's only 8,000 rings. So it's not that big of a project. I did the math. That's pretty full. Okay, so the rings I'm using here, I had a bag of the 19 gauge, 19 1/28 7-inch rings from joshuadiliberto.com. And so I ordered another bag to finish this project. Because being me, I looked at the amount of rings I had and I said, hey, you know what? That looks like I have enough rings to do this project. And then halfway through the project, I realized that I did not, in fact, have enough rings. So I had to order 2 bags. And the other rings I had laying around. So I order from joshuadiliberto.com. And then the rings in this are from chain-reaction.ca up in Canada. And I'll order more rings from them eventually. But the bulk of the rings that I have on hand are old stock ring, the Ring Lord rings. And that's what I've been working through. So part of the reason I'm streaming is because, yeah, I get to introduce new people to Chainmail. Yes, I get to complete projects, but, yeah, those 2 reasons right there. I have a bunch of old TRL stock on hand, and I don't want to order new rings or I don't want to invest heavily in new rings until I use them all up. And I'm pretty much done at this point. So I have a huge, well, not huge, but I have a lot of projects that were very random because I wasn't going to get those rings again. Come on. Like old blackened Ring Lord rings, right? I don't know if the new blackened stainless steel matches the old, but my next project is a cover. I gotta finish the cover for my motorcycle. Like, I've got the saddlebags done, I've got the toolkit done, I've got the vest, and I need, I've got the leather pretty much done for the cover to put the chainmail on top of. So I'm gonna finish up that cover next. I don't know if that'll be a streaming project or not. We'll find out. Alright, I need one of these. I need to take this off. How did I do this over here? Yeah, okay. I love the black and steel, but hate how they aren't saw cut. I don't get why they can't saw cut. I have no idea. I did it. I already have that. Nah. Alright, we'll add this last. I need to do ears first. So I'm gonna connect these the same way I did the legs and everything, and see if hopefully that will work. Okay. What I need to do is figure out its. Sit, boo-boo. Take part of this off and then add a different ring size. See if we can't connect it. Okay. And then once I have the motorcycle project done, I've got a list of projects. I want to make my pine cone bigger. I've got a pine cone sculpture I did. And I made like a bunch of extra copper rings. So I can add a few more layers to the pine cone and what, I don't know what else I have. What's on my list? That. Oh, that's the motorcycle cover. I didn't do it that way. Okay, so I made these monkey fist balls. And I want to do a monkey fist around a cube instead of a ball bearing like I've been using. Dog balloon animals on here. Dragon, a duck, and an octopus. That would be fun. Dragon scale pine cone, that's done. I want to attempt some quilt squares. I know Jennifer Tomascasi over in the big Facebook group makes a ton of these awesome quilt squares. And I think that I would like to start my own quilt square project. I don't know what size ring. Alright, do I do markets? No, I don't. Everything I sell is, it's either apparel from my website, my chainmail themed apparel, or someone contacts me online and says they want something. I love tartan squares. Is that who's making? Yeah, Jennifer Tomascasi. Incredibly talented chainmail artist. And super nice person. At least my interactions have always been nothing but awesome with her, so. Hard to tell with people online. Like me. No, I'm just kidding. I think I'm a nice person in real life. Okay, you have to come off, so don't fight it. Just let go. Oh, okay, don't do that. All right. There is there's a bunch of good artists in the big chainmail group. Someone's been making these hoodoo hex balls in different shapes. Like one will be the base shape is a triangle, and then the next one the base shape is a pentagon, and the next one the base shape is a hexagon, and I don't understand any of it. There's like some math behind it, and I don't do well at doing a ton of markets, but you're stuck doing bracelets and pendants nonstop. Yeah. Well, that's okay. So that's a big part of why I don't do them primarily, right? So the individuals who do markets have my, greatest respect. Okay. I can't do what they do. I don't want to. Right? Making the same thing over and over again and making sure we have stock on something is not something I want to do. Right? Could I? Sure. There's 20 bracelets and like 40 necklaces that I have to work on at some point. I've had almost all the supplies I need on hand to make them all. What am I doing? This is wrong. Not what I need right now. So, but it's like make work stuff. Like I'm not going to do a market anytime soon. I might go do like the Highland Games next year or something. I was going to do there's a Harley dealership nearby, and my buddy Greg from Masterlinks Mail just did that one. And I don't know how well he did, but I was like, I could do that. I don't know if he's going to come back. I wouldn't want to be like, yo, this is my Harley dealership. You go find your own, when he's already established a presence there. But so I might do a Highland Games. Or am I dumb? Did I not? What did I just connect? No, I didn't. I'm just dumb. Never mind. Ignore that last question. Okay. So, you didn't do markets and sell your stuff. You'd had a ton of stuff. You just love weaving. Yeah. I just have a window ledge of stuff I've made. And another reason I didn't do the markets is because, or haven't tried to get into it. The supply of rings I had on hand is all stuff that I can't get again. Right? So I said, I'm going to use up what I have, and then maybe one day I'll make stuff specifically for sale and go out and try and sell my wares. But you gotta realize too, I have like 200 or 300 different articles of clothing and blankets and stuff on my website that, like, I need to get all of that. I need to get stock of all of that to take with me to these markets, because why would I not, right? Okay. Go. Little doggy. See if we can get this put together. So I've got to make a bunch of chainmail, and then also get a bunch of clothing stock. Can't see what I'm doing. And now that I'm mostly out of the Ring Lord rings that I had on hand, I might reconsider. We'll see what happens. Like, I'm a pretty big homebody. I don't want to be anywhere else. All my stuff is here, and I just, I don't want to go out in public if I don't have to. All right. better angle. Like, it's really tight, and then once everything gets into place, it kind of relaxes. Gives you like a little bit of slack, which I had a hard time working through all that slack earlier. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, it's just there's a ton of stuff in the way. You know what I can do? I can close you up a little bit. I don't know why I'm fighting this. Okay. The ears are on. Obviously, we're going to have to find some way to kind of stabilize them. They're a little wonky, but the legs were a little wonky, and that's okay. But we can just get it to kind of sit like that. Like, if it just sits, if you can just balance it just right, I'll be happy. Okay? So this is how I connected the legs and the ears, right? Okay, now I'm going to use like an orbital capture to connect the face. And that's how I put all these pieces together, right? And then if you look in here, right, I've got this Byzantine chain going around the middle here, right in there, and that's what's holding this tail up, right? It did just flop down, right, before I did that, and I've got one on the front end, so we're gonna see if we can get that to work for this ears and face here. I'm hoping it looks cool. Like, I don't care if it like ragdolls, you know, if it sploots. All I want is it to, you know, just for someone to just mess with it, and it can hold a position for a little while. Doesn't have to hold its head up for forever or anything. Even that, okay. Alright, now this next part, for my next trick, time's it, 9:35. We are going way too fast. Oh, puzzle piece of death's coming up. But I have my camera facing the front, so come on. Leaving you. So I don't get screwed this time. I bought a camera boom arm thingy, a gooseneck holder thing for my phone. So I can't use my PC to stream to TikTok, despite the fact that I've got, you know, I just spent like $500 in cameras to get 60 FPS, 1080p going. I can't use that on TikTok. TikTok wants you to do 50% gaming content if you're going to use your PC to go live. And so I was like, I'm out. I'm good. I'm done. This is not a goal I want to achieve. I'm not a gamer. I play video games occasionally. What am I going to do? Come on here for 2 hours, play video games, and then make chainmail for 2 hours? Like, what is that? Someone said put a screen of Subway Surfer in the bottom corner. Okay, before I let that go out. Wow, that's like wildly better. We'll use a different one, thanks. We're just putting this in as a safekeeping so that this section that's inside the pouch doesn't fall into all the ball bearings and disappear. I don't want to have to open the whole thing back up. All right. This is what happens when you do all your experimentation off stream. Is you get through, I guess I can connect either end. You get through all the things you had to do on stream fairly quickly because you already know what you're doing. All right. At this from this direction. Go. I wonder if I can just like sneaker this through. I bet. Oh yeah. Bet you weren't expecting that. That was a neat trick. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. Come on. Doesn't want to. I'm so close. Can't. Alright, I'm just trying to finagle this through, then capture it on the other side. Why won't this let me... One. Two rings to go through. That one. Alright, that didn't want to go. Let me find a smaller and just use one of these. Sometimes I'm very smart. Not very often. Okay. Alright, so this was the fight I got to enjoy earlier today. With, you know, figuring all these pieces out. What goes where. Okay. Oh man, really? Okay. We're gonna have to add? Maybe I don't suppose it'll matter. If I can't get it through there, then or maybe that's how I did it on the others. How did I do it on the... Maybe I should look. Oh. It's not working because I did it differently on the other special. Okay. That's like all bent out shape. It wants to go. It really does, I promise. It's like close to being in there. Does that hurt the dog? I need a third hand. Okay, nobody breathe. All right, that's one. This other smaller ring out of there. Can I do it without destroying it? Boom. Okay, got that out of there. Two more of these. Like, stop squirming. Hold still. All right. Okay, ta-da! Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way you're gonna get that to like balance in any meaningful way, right? And you might be very right. Okay, you might be. I'm not saying you are, and you might be right. All right, but I got this far. Okay, I didn't get this far without being, dumb enough to take this project on in the first place. Okay, so how do we get it figured out? Just we do it down here. I want this up. I want this up, so maybe we'll just put a little piece in here. All right. Okay, there. See? Being a good boy. Kind of, almost exactly what I'm going for. I started one of these Byzantine chains that I wrapped around the legs earlier, so I have one kind of prepped. It looks fantastic. Yeah, it's like, if I can get it to sit. Music, man. The problem with pretzel rocks is that, like, you just get really weird stuff. You know? Like, you just get really weird music. Alright, one Byzantine strand was 10 units long, the other was 11. Maybe we'll balance out and this will be 9. Maybe it'll be 10. Looks fantastic. Thank you. Right? Like, it does. Even if it's just this. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. I like it. I like it a lot. My next one will not have joints. Good. Okay, excuse me. It's just going to be like all one pouch that I will fill with beads, and once all the beads are in the pouch, it will fill out and look like a balloon dog. That's my next goal. I would much rather have a balloon dog that I can reproduce, right? Because this is like not an original idea, but it is my design got it this far, right? The original idea, the crochet idea didn't work. Okay, so like I don't want to claim that I came up with this idea. That makes sense? Like, yes, I put everything together, but like the design was already kind of out there. I just modified it to my medium. Alright, Havoc and release the Chainmail Balloon Dogs of War. Alright, and I can probably add a few more chains here and there. Like, he definitely needs like some bling. So a chainmail necklace of a different color, perhaps. I don't know if I have any. I have some gold 1/4-inch rings. I might be able to make a half Persian 4-in-1 chain out of that. You can now say you're like the Jeff Koons of chainmail. Who is Jeff Koons? trying to think of who Jeff Koons is. I have no idea. Alright. I need to stretch. Oh, God. Timber artisan made a huge steel balloon dog sculpture. Okay, so I saw, is it like multi-thousands of dollars? Like, does he sell them from $45 to $2 million? Is that him? So, I stumbled across, I haven't thought about balloon dogs in years. I stumbled across the crochet pattern for a balloon dog, and I was like, there's, here, the wireframe cube that I did was something I had seen, and I recreated in Chainmail. The balloon dog is something I saw and then recreated. I want to say there's one more thing I did recently. Maybe not. Maybe I just have a photograph of something I would like to copy in Chainmail. Right? So I go and I start looking up balloon dog, like instructions, and I see this giant balloon dog sculpture, and I thought it was glass. It could be stainless steel, I guess. That would make more sense, right? It was going for like $2 million. Yo, that's crazy. I didn't know that balloon dogs were such a big hit in any niche. Now, there were a bunch of different colored ones. I've seen blue ones, I've seen yellow, I've seen pink and green. And they're like 4 feet to 10 feet tall or something. Seen it in person, it's badass. Right on. I don't know if my art will ever get that famous. Maybe one day people will pay me hundreds of thousands of dollars for my work. People already pay me thousands of dollars for my work, so most of my work's not that expensive, but I have had a few pieces that are pretty expensive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on 7. I have to make this like 2-tier, like around here and then around here. They look them up, but if you're aware of some of the stuff, it's questionable. My virgin eyeballs have never seen anything questionable ever. I've only ever read the Bible, and I've never uttered a swear word. But no, yeah, I'll have to look him up and see like what else he's done. There's another artist I like to go and look up her stuff, and she does clay ceramic chainmail pieces. I forget her name. I follow her over on Instagram. But that's something I'd like to try my hand at. I have a project that I think is going to turn heads eventually once I get to it. Once I can fund it. The problem is funding projects, right? And then coming up, having time to implement the project, right? You stuck with ceramics, you totally would have done that, yeah. Like, I know a guy that's done a small amount of chainmail blown glass stuff, or just like fired glass, I guess. He heated it up and made rings and connected them together and a Japanese 4-in-1 pattern and a European 4-in-1 pattern. Like, I would love to own a piece of that. I would love to own a piece of, I don't remember her name right now, her ceramic chainmail pieces. One day. Alright. You know why I made this balloon, Doug? I did it for a meme. Right? I'm gonna get it to stand up on its own, and I'm just gonna, you know, write in impact font, cry havoc and let loose the chainmail dogs of war, or whatever the phrase is. And see if I can get famous from a chainmail balloon dog meme. It's really the only reason why I did this. Funny enough, you went to the same university as Josh Dillabora, but he did sculpture and ceramics there. Nice. What did he do there? I didn't know Josh went to school. Thought he was one of us. One of us knuckle draggers. Wait, I went to school too. Never mind. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. Just counted those 2 seconds ago. Alright. You know, I just saw it under his profile that he went there. I went to a school called something Baptist University to get my RN degree, my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. And I went there because the government paid for my tuition, so, and they accepted, and they had the second fastest nursing program available in town, but they were completely inadequate and unprepared and really bad at what they did. So I don't recommend going. It's Wayland Baptist. I don't recommend the school to anyone, you know what I mean? But it did give me my degree. I do the exact same job as an RN as that I do as that I did as an LPN. Wow, words are getting hard. Yeah, I had the GI Bill. You live by Josh? Alright, I'm going to send you a list of ring sizes I need. If you could break in and ship those to me, I'll pay you 25% of what they're worth. With an extra $20 just for you to keep. Sure, come on. Okay. Is that 10? Okay. So you went to school to be an art teacher? Right on. I had a really cool ceramics teacher in high school. I was doing the whole take classes I could dick around in technique. because shop and agriculture were filled up, right? So I couldn't like focus on, what do you call it? I had changed school, so I was taking, you know, like welding and shop. Deadpool Scan, how you doing? And then when I switched schools, I could no longer take welding or shop because those classes were full. And so I was just dicking around in high school, not really, there wasn't a point to me going. You know what I mean? So, but I had a cool ceramics teacher. I made a bunch of crap. He's like, whatever. Here's an A. It was fun. Oh, I'm doing something wrong here. Justin, what's up, buddy? Thank you. Yeah, this has been an interesting one. It's taken a while to get everything put together, but like I'm literally almost done, pretty much. I might have to make an adjustment here or there. Like this neck goes too far forward for my liking. That's okay. I'll figure out something else. Or I'll add another brace to it. This though. Come on, little doggy. You did ceramics here in your BA, then became a graphics teacher now? Now you do this right now. Okay, all we need him to do is to stand up on his own. That's... Oh, I need to... I don't know what I need to do here, but I think I need to remove a section. I think there's too much length to this chain. Louie, how you doing? Alright, happy birthday, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Come on. 1 year closer to 30. Well, brace yourself. It only gets worse from here. $28 this year. You feel old now, but it's just gonna keep on going. You don't want it to. Hope all's well and you and your family beyond happy. You look great. Thanks, buddy. It's good to see you. Everyone's doing good. I hope that you and yours are doing well as well. Alright. Oh, really? Are we serious right now? How is that happening? Okay. So what's gonna happen is I measured it. It was too long. And I measured it again and it was still too long. And when I go to put this back on, it's gonna be too short. Alright. And putting this little Byzantine section on is crazy difficult, right? Or at least the first time I did it, it was, okay? I was like trying to weave rings upside down and backwards and it was not pretty. That just happened. I just said it's gonna be too short. Did it make it? Yo, don't do that. Ah! Okay, where'd that go? Alright, where are we at here? Like almost there, but it doesn't want to go the right direction. Come on, get in there. Oh, you bastard. Come on. We'll have to like fix this neck going down, fix these ears from going back too far. It's okay. We got more we can do. All right. Caltriana, thanks for stopping by. Justin, thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. It's good to see you. We can even use a bigger ring size to do the Byzantine. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get back there. I just force it. There's no room. That's the problem. Okay. Like, he's pretty positionable. All right? Like, that's kind of what dogs look like, right? There is no way I'm gonna get back there. Don't like where I've placed it. Alright, there we go. That ring got wrecked. Gotta be careful. I don't have. I have plenty of rings left, but not, not so many that I can just be wasting them. Just, maybe it's just a pipe dream. Get it to behave the way I want it to. Maybe. That's okay. If I need to. Okay, we'll put this one on first. This is weird. There'll be somehow I'll be able to get this on. One I was just trying to get on, right? Good too. Then we'll put one more on, see if we can't. Well, we'll probably do one or two more. Just because the base of this neck here, right, needs to be a little more rigid, right? In order for this to stand up on its own. So let's get this on here and then we'll worry about that. Those are the wrong ring size. Alright, what time is it? 10:15? Come on. So close. Don't toy with my emotions. Now, the one I couldn't get to previously. Oh, I had it. Like on the underside of this. So now I'm trying to like the whole weave it upside down and backwards kind of thing. I just need the one. Okay. Yo, come on. It's right there. Don't try this at home, kids. Actually, do try this at home. You'll be fine. If you get hurt, it's not gonna hurt that bad. Did I do it? Why didn't that work? Screwed up something. Ugh. Back on the struggle bus. I need this. My pliers are too big for the area I'm trying to work in. That's the problem. Okay, I'd be able to put that there. Alright, this might take a while. There's one other way to do it, I guess. Where are we at here? You guys hanging out? I appreciate you being here. Too. Get out of the way. Oh, well. So I'm trying to connect this Byzantine chain I just made around the back of this. Around the back of the neck here. Right? It's not impossible, there's just stuff in the way. And what if we moved it around here? This is the not fun part. Great, thanks.
I wasn't ready, we both weren't. But look at you, you're everything I want. Just give me.
Well, I got it through, but there's like no place for my pliers to go in there to close that ring. Awesome. This is awful. Alright. Kind of not wanting to continue this. My back hurts. Where are we at? You guys be mad if I called it a night? I'd have the same amount of trouble trying to get this on him. I will. I don't know. I'm happy with how it looks. Just need to get it to, like, balance, right? That would be awesome if we can do that. I think it can be done. Kind of like that. The head tilted back just a little bit. Right? And then I want to do something different for the nose and just a ring through it. But I need to do a little more work, and I'm not having any success with this right now. So I think it's time to step away. What do we think? I think that looks really good. I'll just leave it like this for now. Take some pictures of him posing. Right? And then we'll work on making the head less movable. I'm just going to do that off stream. So, unable, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's 10:30. We got a late start tonight. I was busy earlier, but I like where we're at right here. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired, my back's hurting. This is obviously not wanting to cooperate, so I'll figure out something and make his head, like, balanceable. That's, just in one position. You gotta position him just right, and he'll sit up. That's all I want. Just like that. I think it can be done without, like, making serious changes to it. So, I'm happy with it for now. Alright. I want you all to have a wonderful evening. I am going to get out of here. Where's my button? Alright. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my night. You guys do the same. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. The stream's going to try and continue to get clearer and better, and we'll make more cool stuff as time goes on. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. I will talk to you all later. Bye.